I am Sarah B, and you're tuning in to Just Be Tarot. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for bringing your awesome energy. I absolutely am excited to be here. I did miss my weekend live. I was actually doing a personal reading, and I didn't get back in time to go live, so I do appreciate that. You understand where I'm coming from. But I'm here now, and I'm glad to be here, and I hope you choose to tune in. Um, hope your week has been good and that you enjoyed your weekend. I know it was a busy one. I am shuffling for the overall energy for this week's reading. See what this week is bringing in for us. Okay, I'm seeing some wisdom. As soon as this card flipped over, I heard wisdom. We're going to be learning a lot of things this weekend. You also might be giving a lot of advice to people. People might be coming to you to talk about things, or um, maybe about getting a promotion or acquiring more knowledge in your field, or just maybe you're talking to somebody and they just offer you some sort of advice or a different way to do things in your business, and this is going to be really prove really effective for you. I also hear that you are learning things and getting to know um, different ways of, or you might be being a mentor or a guide to somebody, and you are um, using your knowledge to um, to teach people. I'm also getting that you are protected by your guides and guardians, and you are committed to following through on something. It's like you have decided that you were flip-flopping on something. Maybe you weren't sure about what you're doing or the path you were going to take, or you might have had a couple of options, and I'm seeing that you are committed to one decision now. Maybe it could be even if you were going back to school and you have multiple options, you have committed yourself to one. Or this could be with anything, like if you have multiple options, you're finally committing yourself to the option that's going to serve you better. All right, so I have Mirror Guardian as well. So you're asking, with Mirror and Sage, you're being asked to take time to reflect, to be guided by the universe, to remember those lessons you've learned throughout your life, throughout the other lessons and other circumstances you have been on, and that's what's helping you to make the decisions that you have to make that committed decision, to understand why maybe you were chosen for something or why you weren't chosen for something and you have to take another path. So um time for reflection is upon us right now, and you're being called to just maybe pull back a little, because I just heard the social scene is going to get pretty busy for most of you with the holidays coming up, and this might be a good time to pull back for a couple weeks, and or at least this week. I meditated for what's going to happen for this week, so it usually gives us what's happening for this week and maybe the following week. But so you might want to pull back for the next couple weeks, spend some time being reflective and introspective, just to gain some sight on where you sit. I just heard financially, in your social circle, how you're going to get through the rest of the year, because I do see that it's going to be a busy rest of the year. So you're just trying to gain more wisdom, trying to learn more lessons this week, and trying to be a little bit more introspective and figure things out because you know the rest of the year is coming, the holidays are coming. I just heard some of you might have babies on the way, or maybe babies being born into your life if you're a grandmom or aunts or uncles, and it's a time to big things are happening towards this end of the year, and you're being kind of called to focus on that because it's going to be very, very busy for you guys. Okay, so, and if you think that nothing's going on right now, you're like, the end of the year doesn't look busy for me. Trust me, even though it might not seem busy, maybe you don't have any plans, it's going to be busy. Um, Things are going to come up that weren't anticipated, and you're going to find yourself, you know, your calendar full. So, you're right now you're in a lull, and if you don't take these couple weeks to kind of like readjust, chill out, whatever you need to do, um, then you're going to be wishing you had. All right, so Spirit, what does the collective need to hear for their greatest good for this week in October? This is a general reading, not personal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And this is also a timeless reading. So yes, we're doing this in the beginning of October, but whenever you run into it is when you are meant to see it. Whenever you're being pulled to it is exactly the right time. So no matter on the time frame, um, it's when you're called to see it, when you're called to view it, when you're called to download it, whatever you're called to do. Okay, so we had one card come out and then another set came out. So I do see some big wand energy coming your way. Now, this could be like you are being super, super creative. This could be very like a spontaneous act. Maybe you decide to do something on a whim. I'm feeling like take a trip or going somewhere. Um, I do feel that things are going to be revealed to you that you weren't sure about. Like I said, this could have to do with work. Um, Maybe, somebody nominates you for something because I'm feeling like it's like knowledge that you didn't know about before. So maybe somebody nominated you for something, or you might be in the spotlight for something, or maybe somebody called your name out on something, or an award was given, but it's something that is it was unexpected. I'm also getting that somebody um you might hear from somebody that you have an attraction for this week, somebody who plays a big part in your life, somebody that you have a lot of chemistry with. For those people who are unattached, you might be hearing from somebody that you are attracted to, like I said, unattached, um, that you have a lot of chemistry with. They might tell you something that you didn't realize, um, or you feel like maybe you were unsure of something and they're clarifying, their feelings or their wants and their needs, or maybe they want to invite you out for a cup of coffee or on a date of some kind. But there's a lot of passion behind this. There's a lot of chemistry when you guys are together. It's really something that, like, you don't even have to use words. It's like there's sparks flying. So I feel like this comes from out of the clear blue sky, and you are taken off guard by it, but it's a good taken off guard. Okay, so I'm getting the Queen of Wands energy in reverse and the Magician. Now, you have all the tools you need to put that Queen of Wands energy back into the upright. Okay? But there is something bothering you that you can't pinpoint. You have all the coping skills. Like I said, you've been introspective, you've been doing the work, um, you've been listening to people giving advice, but it's like, I feel like I just got the word slump. Maybe you're in a slump of some kind. At work, maybe you feel like you've been off your game. Um, Maybe you're feeling like this is some sort of stagnant energy. You've been doing this thing for so long, you can do it with your eyes closed, and you're feeling like you need to move on in some way, shape, or form. Um, and I'm hearing that you do have the tools to move on. Like maybe you've taken all the classes, you've done all of the webinars, you have all of the tools you need to move forward in something, but for some reason you're being blocked by that situation. And I want to go ahead and clear this blockage. And this may, if it doesn't have to do with work, it could have to do with at home. Um, if you're in a situation outside of work, not necessarily at home, but it could be outside of work, that you feel like you are stuck, you have everything, all the tools you need, um, but you're not going forward with something. But because there's a blockage. Okay, Spirit, what do you mean by this Queen of Wands in reverse for this reading? What do you mean by the Queen of Wands in reverse for this reading? What do the viewers need to know? The collective. What do you mean by the Queen of Wands and the Magician coming out together? Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's changes that you're thinking about making. You're feeling overwhelmed. We have the Tower and the Ten of Wands. I'm getting that there's an overwhelming feeling for you. And you feel like you have to make changes. Like, even though you might, or changes are coming, maybe you are going to, you are recognizing that you have all the skills that you need to move ahead. And this is Spirit telling you to move forward with them. If there's a job opening or a posting somewhere, you do have the qualifications for this. You do have the tools. You've put in the time, you put in the energy, you've watched all the things that you need to watch, the webinars, the classes you've attended, and you do have all of the things that you need to move forward. It's just a matter of making that change. But I feel like right now you're feeling overwhelmed at the thought of it. For some reason, you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you need um, to kind of delegate other like tasks to people if you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you need to go to your supervisor or boss and say that you need help if you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe it's time they hire somebody else to assist you in these tasks. Okay, so we have the Death card, and yeah, this is an ending to something. Some of you might be breaking up with somebody, or an ending to a job, or maybe it's I just heard like maybe a relationship at a job. Maybe you are maybe coworkers, or you're shutting people out and creating boundaries. And it's like you've been wanting to do this for a while. You've been wanting to put up these boundaries, but you are constantly, I feel like you're seeking the approval of other people, and it's time to put that to rest. This is about starting over. There is there's been an end to something, and it's time to start over. But if you keep doing the same thing with the same people and the same situation, nothing's going to change. This is an energy of, okay, so it's over. Don't get back into the situation. You've put in your time. You're exhausted by the situation or the energy. Now it's time to let go and move forward. This is a chance for a rebirth. This is your chance to start over again and not look back. Do not be fooled into going back into a situation that has never worked for you. You keep going back into the situation and going back into the situation, and this situation has never worked for you and probably won't. But here you are fighting for it still, but it's never going to work the way you want it to. And this is a chance for a rebirth. This is a chance to move forward. So whoever relates to that, this might be the week to start doing that. Saying goodbye to old and bringing in the new. All right, let's see here. What else do we have? Thank you. Yep, there's that cycle. You have to break the cycle. You're going into this doing the same thing that you've always done. You have to break the cycle. So this can be a victory. You have to move on. You have to break the cycle. You have to let go. It's time for you to move forward. All right, what else, Spirit? What else does the collective need to know for their greatest good? Overall energy. See, I do feel that you're ready to learn the lessons. I do feel like you were often sabotaging relationships or sabotaging situations, trying to always be the winner no matter what it took. That's self-sabotage. You can't manipulate the universe. The universe is always going to win. And you're always going to be the loser in a relationship if you self-sabotage. If somebody's not jiving with you, you have to just let it be. Let it be like that. And not, you know, pick it until it bleeds. But I do feel like you're trying to learn your lesson. You know, Spirit's handing you this cup of opportunity. There you are looking at the past, looking at what this is what I'm attracted to. This is what has, this is what's attracting me. What has always attracted me. But Spirit's saying, this is the cup I'm handing you. It might not be filled with the same things that these cups are filled with, but this one is the one that's going to fulfill you. And it's hard to see that. Like, Spirit's giving you opportunities. And if you keep going back to the same things that you're attracted to, the same things that have failed for you, don't you think it might be time to try something different? This opportunity that's headed your way, don't you think it might be time to give it a shot? If every time you're going back to the same exact thing, that's the cycle you're stuck in. And I feel like you're catching on, you're learning and putting these things into check, into your life, your coping skills. And you're getting what you need out of it finally. You're getting what you need. You're trying to understand and learn from these situations. Now, this just doesn't have to be a relationship. This could also be at work, you know, opportunities. You have to take the opportunities where you can get them. And it might not look like something you would normally like, but it might be exactly what you need to do to move forward in a situation. If somebody is saying, why don't you take this extra class or watch this webinar? And you're just like, I'm not really into, doing that or putting that, um, in my energy. But, once your supervisors see that you did something and took that initiative, then it's going to really, really make you highlighted. It's going to make you radiate and stand out amongst your peers. So it's time to start, maybe stop just being and sitting in the status quo and start using these lessons to move ahead. Okay, so what else do we have for the collective for this week? What does the collective need to know for this week, Spirit? What messages do you have for our collective? What do they need to know? What's in their energy? Please click on like and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live or posting new videos. It will also create more energy. Honestly, I feel like the more people who, log in, or hi, how are you? Hello. When I will meet him again. Let's see. Nice to meet you, Varsha. How are you? I am shuffling for you right now. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm shuffling for you right now, and when is Varsha going to meet him again? Here I'm shuffling for Varsha and her energy. I feel like this person is going through something personal. Perhaps, like a divorce or some kind of, maybe a custody, something with their children, perhaps. Maybe they still might be married or separated, because I'm getting this justice card. Let's see what else. I'm going to pull another card for Varsha. What do you mean, Spirit, by this? So let the universe work it out for you. Let's clarify that. I think Varsha needs a little bit more information than that. I feel like there's moves that are happening right now that I feel like you don't know about. With the universe, so something was shaken up, perhaps. Like I said, this could be a custody or divorce that they're going through, and they are trying to get in a situation where they can focus on more than that. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So now, this could be two things. The Nine of Cups is this person could be in a relationship. Okay? Like I said, this person could be going through a legal situation, like I said, a divorce or maybe a custody or something, some kind of situation like that. And I feel like a lot of their energy is on that situation right now. And so they're unable to give you what you need right now. Because this is the Nine of Cups in reverse, which is sadness. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a missed opportunity. So right now, this opportunity has been missed. However, I do feel like that it's not over. Like right now, the situation isn't going to work out, but that doesn't mean it's not going to work out when things like calm down for this person. Yeah, things need to come to an end for this person first, but they're stuck in a cycle. This person is dealing with things behind the scenes that I don't think you're aware of. Am I right? This person might be dealing with a lot of things that his energy has. It's like he's distracted from anything else, not just you, but anything else other than what's happening here with this justice. I don't know, but that's what I got. So I hope that resonated for you in some way, shape, or form. I don't think you are the only one who's being put on the back burner. I think everything else is being put on the back burner while um he's trying to sort out something that's bigger. Okay, so let's see. Here, what else does the collective need to know for this week? What else does the collective need to know for this week? Thank you. I feel like somebody might have been. I just heard the word flim-flammed, and I don't mean to laugh, but flim-flammed, um, meaning um somebody broke your heart because you might have been too open, too honest, and they took you for a ride. They kind of used you. I feel like this is a situationship and not exactly a relationship. I feel like this person thought that you had low self-esteem, and you were easily able to be like I heard flim-flammed is the word that spirit chose to use. But that could be somebody out there, that's somebody you feel betrayed, or um maybe somebody was two-faced, like lying to you um in your situation or situationship, because I don't feel like this was like necessarily, I don't want to say it wasn't a real relationship, because there's real feelings in situationships. And I don't want to dismiss the fact that there are real feelings in those types of relationships. There absolutely are, but I just feel like this person, because this person had somebody else to fall back on, they might have been lying to you, and like because you started to get feelings or whatever, I feel like they broke your heart. Yep, this is, you have decided to make a decision to see things from a different perspective, to finally decide. I feel like there's two things that you were deciding on, and I said that earlier in the reading. It's like there's this and there's that, and you're trying to make a decision on them, and you've been having a heck of a time trying to make these decisions, and you're finally able to come to a decision. And the the difference, the universe is like, oh my gosh, they made a decision, so let's get busy now. So now the universe is trying to, okay, put all the things that you need on your path so you can move forward the way it was intended to be. So now that you made that decision, now the universe is constructing your path and guiding you throughout that journey. Okay, let's pull a couple more cards. See what else is going on. Thank you. Okay, so the cycle again. So many of you love to stay where it's comfortable. Love to sit in this stagnant energy. Um, you're comfortable there. You know what's going to happen. You're not scared of anything because it's the same thing. over and over again. And even though it's not working out, this is not working out, but you're okay sitting in this energy that's not moving forward. You're okay sitting in this cycle and being comfortable there. And who knows how long you've been there. This is over and over again. You're sitting in this cycle, and it's so repetitive because you are afraid to move forward. You're afraid to take that next step. You're afraid to see what else is out there for you. Maybe you have a calling to go back to school. Maybe you want to travel abroad, but that doesn't include somebody else. Maybe you have to do it by yourself and you're scared shitless to do it. But it's an opportunity for you to go forward. And you're just like, nah, I'm just going to stay here because this is where I'm comfortable. I'm too scared to go. I mean, you're not saying that out loud, but it's a feeling of being timid, a feeling of being scared to move forward. Even though whatever it is that you're sitting in isn't working out, you don't feel like your highest self. You feel like you could accomplish more. You're just about it. Yeah, see, unhappiness. This is not being happy, not living to your full potential. I mean, the King of Wands is a very, very high energy card. And just not happy, not living to your full potential, not enjoying the life that they're living right now. This is a call to get up and move forward. Make the changes you need to follow your calling, to do what you need to do to live to your full potential. What are you being called to do? What changes do you need to make? How do you need to make them? You can put all of that into practice. It might take some time, but you are able to. And if you have your support system behind you, they'll help you. They'll make it happen. And if they don't, maybe they weren't meant for you. All right, so let's move on to these messages of love. And that's so funny because I had left one behind, support, and I just said support system. Lean on your inner circle during this time. I love when spirit does stuff like that because it reassures me that I'm like translating correctly that the what I'm being given by spirit. So if your support system isn't on board with how you've been, you want your childhood love back. What do you know about your childhood love? Like, have you talked to them recently? Like, do you know if they're going through anything? Because I pulled out things like they're going through a lot in their life. So I'm wondering if that is, um, something the background behind. Like, do you know if they're going through something? For the rest of you, I'm going to. Oh, so you haven't been in contact then. All right, Spirit. What does the viewers need to hear from this deck for this week? What do they need to know? Nope, lost it. Sorry, Spirit said that one, and I lost it in the deck. Thank you. Sorry about that. All right, chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. So if you've been questioning if somebody's attracted to you or has, feelings for you, then the answer to that might be the feelings are mutual with you guys. So maybe that will give you the courage to, ooh, this friendship is leading to more. So this might be like a little thing going on. Maybe somebody in your friend circle or in your energy it wants to put on the table having a relationship, something more than just friends, but they might be scared because they might ruin the friendship. Unplug. Working less will strengthen your relationship. For some of you, you might be distracted by work, and maybe this is a time for you to spend more time with your family and get off your phone when you come home, so they can pay more attention to you. You can pay more attention to them and know what's going on in their life. Do you know your kids' favorite colors? Do you know their teachers and what they do, they've done today? So be involved in your kid's life or your partner's life, because I feel like you've been distracted. This is telling us that to unplug, put your phone away when you come home, enjoy the present. All right, Spirit, what else? Thank you. Unavailable. Now, for some of you, this person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. So for some of you, again, this person might have bigger things right now, and they can't pay attention to anybody else, much less I feel like there's some energy here that somebody is dealing with a lot of things and they can't put any more on their plate. And it's not like they're just pinpointing you as somebody that they're ignoring or not getting in touch with, but it's like everybody else is getting denied attention from them because of this one thing they're dealing with. But after that's done, and after I feel like it's messy, I was gonna say after this messy situation's done, then they can focus on maintaining their real life again. Retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. So maybe you need to take a retreat or maybe just even a hike to get out of your head and into nature. Some grounding energy might do you well. It's a beautiful time of year, at least in where I am in the northeast of the United States. It's gorgeous. It was a beautiful weekend, weather-wise. Otherwise, too, but weather-wise especially. All right, what else, Spirit? All right, it looks like that is it. So I am going to end this here and thank you so much. Oh, sure. Final conclusion, ma'am, and suggestion. Um, if you haven't seen this person, I mean, I don't know how old you are or what you're dealing with, but I would trust the universe and manifest this person coming back into your life. Um, and unfortunately, I hate to say just wait, but I feel like this person's going through something right now, and they can't be the person you want them to be right now anyway. And when it's time, then the universe is going to put this person on your path. But you have to manifest it, say it out loud, work towards it, and keep doing what you need to do to raise your vibration. And then if you guys are meant to be on the same path together, the universe is going to provide that opportunity for you. I know it's probably not what you wanted to hear, but that's what I got. All right, Marcia, I really appreciate your energy and for you being brave enough to tell me your story. I hope it does work out for you. I hope I get to see you again with more questions. And I hope you guys, also enjoyed this live. I hope you click on like and subscribe to my video. And also, um, love you too, Varsha. You mean so much. Ugh, I'm gushing. I really am. I get so, the energy is just so much when you guys come through. It really means a lot. And click like, subscribe, that notification bell so you know when I'm going live in the future. I do care about each and every one of you. I want you to know that I am a safe place for you to come to. um, and I hope you guys are well this week, and I will try to get on Thursday because I didn't like missing it this week. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and bye.